right off the bat, your interface is way better, way easier to understand, way easier to maneuver. Again, I was saying that Replen dashboard worked for me well. It was great. It was so simple to organize. Just as you obviously you emulate that particular at your restock page, and it's wonderful. You have even more tools that can fine tune it, like the 30-day in stock fee. That's wonderful. It makes it very fast for me to put together my buy list. Very fast, very fast. That's what I want. I use the restock page. I love the lead tracker. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's great. I don't want to download thousands of ASINs like they do. It's already getting overloaded, and and I can figure it out the way I want to figure it out. I like the way it runs. How far back does it go?
2 years plus however long you're with Replen Pulse. So if you'd be with us for 6 months, it would be 2 years and 6 months.
So as of now, it's just it's pulling information from your website, or is it pulling information from Amazon?
Yeah, so the repository is once you log in and join Replen Pulse and connect your API, it goes back and gathers 2 years of your order history. So this should be all products that you've sold over the last 2 years.
Okay.
But they're not active in your Amazon Seller Central account. So we purposely had them separated so you're not reviewing through an extra 1,000 line items every week.
Okay. Part of the repository page I really like is the products I deleted that didn't work at one particular point or another for some reason, whether it was oversaturation of sellers. I love that part of it where you can look at old inventory that way. Do you guys have a YouTube channel yet, or no?
We have a YouTube channel with 9 videos on there right now.
One of my pet peeves with some software is that it's hard to find information, where I have to do my own search on YouTube, where you pay the money for the software, a quick click and boom, you're there. Answers your question instead of bothering you guys.
Yeah. You always give such good feedback, and that seems so obvious. So we broke apart each of the pages into its own video that's 3 to 4 minutes. That way you don't have to watch an hour-long video to figure out all the software.
Right.
I can't believe we didn't even think to put that in our help page to link there as well. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I don't want you guys going away.
I appreciate that.
I really don't. If I was a brand new user and I wasn't a beta tester, I think where I stand, although I do like the leads list or the leads tracker page, I would be one of those people that probably fell under just the restock page.
Sure.
I have one VA and I'm getting her into sourcing a little bit more, and that makes it very easy for her to just plug it in there. Then I do the test, I check the numbers or whatever. Yeah, yay or nay. I like it. Simplicity is the way to go. You're right off the bat, your interface is way better, way easier to understand, way easier to maneuver. Column wise, it's so much easier to increase and delete. Oh my gosh, I can't begin to tell you. Little things like that. I think sometimes you think too big, not you. You think too big, but you got to start small, just like you did with the business. And that's how I think the program, not that you started small with this program, but it's very easy to navigate. It really is.
Well, thank you. We try to be really mindful of that, right? We want simplicity. We want someone to be able to come in and be able to figure it out without requiring training to learn how to use our software.
Right. And another thing I do like that you did under settings, like restock settings, I think they were. You gave suggestions in what you thought, and I do use those.
Oh,
I haven't changed them, and they're working for me. So that's just one more thing that it makes it easy. One thing was really good is under your profit column, which is wonderful just to have the profit column there. It's based off of, I believe it's based off of Buy Box, if I'm not mistaken. But again, I don't nearly utilize this program to its capacity.
Sure.
But with that said, I think I'm more along the lines of your normal user.
Right. I've always been a guy that has a bunch of softwares, right? I like this aspect of software A. I like this aspect of software B. Our goal is to, of course, make it so that Replen Pulse is the preferred software for all of those different aspects. But I think right now we are really strong in the restock table and becoming a little bit stronger in the lead tracker. And if that's what you find valuable, then you're not the only person to tell us that either. So trying to make sure that we stay the best in the platform for the restock numbers.
Yeah. Just me saying now that I don't utilize those other things doesn't mean I'm never going to. At some point, like I said, I am trying to increase my OA stuff, and maybe at some point we can get together and you can just baby step me through it. Then I can tell
you, I used to do a lot of volume. I can tell you how to get banned from some big box stores, that's for sure. One of my questions was going to be, can you give a quick overview of your Amazon business, RA, OA, wholesale, private label? And then
Yeah.
like approximate scale of like revenue, if you feel comfortable sharing that.
I consider that RA because the place is right up the road. I deal with it directly. That's probably out of the other 70%, that's probably 60%,
Oh, I
50%.
didn't know you had private label. That's awesome.
Yeah. For Amazon, I run about, as far as sales figures go, probably about 20 and 25,000 a month with that part of it. So I'm a one-man deal. And you're like, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy.
I mean, you got a VA. That's smart.
Well, I do have a VA, but I totally changed like my business philosophy over the past couple of years, and I went with much, much, much higher margins with much, much less inventory. That means much less. I can't say less work. There's always something to do, which is great, but I can do other things. So where I used to have, I don't even know, oodles an amount of inventory about listings, I have probably half that I did 2 years ago, but I make more. So I'm a one-person show for the most part, running Amazon and Walmart. I honestly think that your demographic, as far as the people you're going out for, are more like me than you. I do.
My targeted demographic is people selling, honestly, about 500,000 to 2 million, specifically OA and wholesale.
Right. So just to give you an idea, when I was all Amazon, I was about, close to 500,000. My net was a lot less than it is now. So now, combined, I'm probably between 3 and 500,000, but my margins are just so much higher now.
That's what we want to hear, right? Less work for more money.
Well, that's what it is. But there's more risk.
How accurate are you finding like the restock recommendation numbers? Like, are you trusting those, or like when you see our restock numbers, how are you treating them?
To be perfectly honest with you, it's still new. I mean, what is this, 2 months?
Yeah. So
I always finagle the numbers a little bit on my gut feeling. And I think I do that with any program.
Okay.
So it all depends on one thing your program can't do, or any program can do, is predict what you're going to do next month as far as life goes. So if I have a vacation plan, like you just went to Asia, like you plan months before that for that particular time period. So I do that. What it gives me, I always said this about Replen Dashboard, it gives me a baseline, and it's a good baseline. I want to glance at it and go.
Sure.
That's what I want to do. And just the sheer fact of the way you set it up, how to get your numbers into your buy list with a simple click, or you can override that. I like that. Those little things like that. I really, it makes it fast.
Thank you.
It makes it fast.
We want to make it simple and easy. I get through my list in about 45 minutes every Monday for all of our
ASINs. Right, with all your ASINs. Exactly. Now, do you trust it 100%? Well, obviously, you have a much more.
I'd say 95% of the time I go.
So you're going bam, 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 right down the line.
Yep. We have a couple improvements that I kind of mentioned to you before the call that will be rolled out by this coming Thursday, which should allow me to just fully trust it. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
One thing that would be kind of nice is, and Replen Dashboard did this in not a very good way, but they tried. Like, I don't know what your baseline is, 20% ROI, 40% profit. I'm not really sure. It would be easy if it fell below your standards. That would be easy to see, bam, right off the bat. Like, I know you could scroll over, but if it just lit it up some way where it was positive or negative.
Douglas just gave us a lot of feedback on this, so we have it on our list now to work on the next couple of weeks. Grant Douglas.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like you said, when you're making up your list, 45 minutes with the amount of ASINs you have is a very short amount of time. It really is in the whole scheme of things. I don't know if you glance over at your profit or at your ROI on the way down, or is it something that sticks out to you? Or
Yep. So transparently, like the ROI that's calculated in Repulse is good, but that's just calculated based off of cost and buy box. Now,
within the settings page, when it comes to your restock information, it does have like other fees.
Yeah.
Is that factored into the ROI?
Yep.
I thought so too.
Shows you that would include your inbound transportation, miscellaneous fee, prep fee, and then inbound.
That's what I thought.
I did have one more question for you. And you touched on it quite a bit. Who do you think Replen Pulse is best suited for right now as a user?
Oh, I think someone like me at different levels, even if you're a $5,000 a month seller or a $100,000 a month seller, because it's hard to get an accurate number of. When you start building your inventory, things get lost fast. I don't know when you started, things get lost. So you may have sent something in, it sold like that. You're getting more stuff, you forget about it. With your software, it's there. It's really good for your fast selling ASINs because it's there. And sometimes those fast ASINs, when you have no software at all, get lost fast because it's in and out so fast. It all depends on what you're looking at as far as software. Like I always look at what sold for the day and how much.
Sure.
You know, the amount I sold per day. Of course, my inventory is a lot less than yours, so I could look at it. You know, there it is right there. I just got that last week. Bam, it's gone. Very good. Your program picks that up for me, which I don't have to think about it. I add and don't think. I add, send it in, don't think, and your program thinks for me. I think it's very good for I guess a brand new seller. You've got to get going.
Yeah.
But they always say the amount of ASINs, and like when you think of way back, when do I get a repricer? Well, when you have so many ASINs, when it gets to the point where you can't keep track, that's when you need it. I don't know, is 100 ASINs, anyone over 100 ASINs? Maybe that's it. I don't know. But it's easy to get sidetracked when you're adding, and especially when you're starting out, because you lose track of what you have.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things with the new plan that's going to be coming out. The bottom dollar value for the new sellers is going to be like $19 a month.
Yeah.
So it tries to help them gain that traction, because if that just helps you find one ASIN to stay in stock for, it would easily pay for the software for the month. So
right. And the thing about it too, like, I don't know, I mean, you said you like software, and you probably tested out a lot of different software, and some worked for you, some didn't. Think of your first software that you had, and like when you got comfortable with it. I'll use Replen. I hate to keep on saying Replen dashboard, but I think they had it right. I really do. For me, they did. It was so easy that I depended on it a lot, and that's what you want. You want dependability. And when you grow upon that, and like I'm an example, I'm going to learn the next part of it, and the next part, and the next part, and the next part. But I already have that base, and so who's it for? I think it's for the early people. And I think it as long as it's a good program, a good software, they'll stick with it. They will. So with your program right off the bat, I created a buy list. I probably had your up and running probably that afternoon, literally. And I probably gave you feedback that day about it.
Yeah.
Which is fine, I guess, that you wanted. But the thing about it was I got it done. Instead of, I got it done. Was the information correct? I don't know. But I got it.
Hopefully now it is, for sure.
Well, that's the fine tuning part. And I mean, and you said right off the bat that, check your restock numbers, see if they're accurate for you. And that's important. And that comes after. The sheer fact that I could make a buy list was very, very important to me. Like you can finally. I tried to emulate your restocking table with seller board.
Okay.
There's just like, I don't know where they come up with those.
I keep hearing people like, oh, seller board, I already pay $20 a month, I'll just use that. And I'm like,
yeah, no, not for restock.
For another $20 a month, I can give you a lot better numbers,
A lot better numbers. It's way more accurate. It's way easier. I mean, seller board's great for what it is for $30 a month. Yours, as far as restocking goes, that's great.